The dimly lit bar in the heart of the intergalactic outlaw haven, Omega Gulch, was known for hosting the most dangerous individuals in the universe. This wasn't a place for pleasantries or small talk. It was where bounties were traded, alliances were forged, and rivalries were born. It was here that two of the most unrelenting beings in existence crossed paths. Wolverine, the clawed mutant of Earth, had been tracking a gang of alien smugglers who had been transporting rare human captives across galaxies. His mission was simple: find them, liberate the prisoners, and leave a trail of bodies as a warning. Logan didn't care about intergalactic politics or who controlled what. He had one rule: protect the innocent no matter the cost. On the other hand, Lobo, the main man, wasn't in Omega Gulch for justice. The Czarnian bounty hunter had been hired by the same smugglers Wolverine was hunting. They owed a crime lord an astronomical sum, and their debt wasn't going to be paid in credits, it would be paid in blood. Lobo didn't ask questions, nor did he care about their reasons. He simply wanted to get paid and raise hell in the process. Wolverine entered the bar quietly, his yellow and blue suit hidden beneath a leather jacket, his hood pulled low to avoid attention. The stench of unwashed bodies, alien ale, and cheap cigars hit his enhanced senses like a hammer. His claws itched for a fight, but Logan knew he had to keep his temper in check, at least until he found his targets. Across the room, Lobo was anything but subtle. The Czarnian's wild mane of hair and pale chalk-white skin made him impossible to miss. He leaned against the bar, downing a mug of something green and bubbling, while boasting loudly about his latest kill, a tiny alien runt who tried to double-cross him. The crowd laughed nervously, careful not to draw the bounty hunters. Logan's keen senses locked onto Lobo instantly. The Czarnian's scent was unlike anything he'd encountered before, a mix of motor oil, blood, and pure chaos. Logan's instincts told him that this wasn't a man to take lightly, but he didn't have time to worry about intergalactic thugs. He scanned the room and found his targets: a group of 3 reptilian smugglers huddled in a corner booth. Before Logan could move, Lobo's booming voice interrupted the tense atmosphere. "Hey, runt," Lobo growled, his red eyes locking onto Wolverine. "You're killing my buzz with all that brooding. What are you, some kind of wannabe tough guy?" Logan ignored him and started toward the smugglers, but Lobo wasn't one to be dismissed. He slammed his drink down and marched across the bar, his chain clinking with every step. "Don't walk away from the main man, bub," Lobo sneered, mimicking Logan's nickname. "I don't like being ignored." Logan stopped in his tracks and turned to face the Czarnian, his claws still sheathed, but his fists clenched. "Listen, pal," Logan growled, "I've got no quarrel with you. Walk away, and we'll both live to fight another day." But Lobo wasn't interested in peace. He grinned wickedly, baring his sharp teeth. "Oh, you've got claws, don't you? Cute. Let's see if they're as sharp as my hook." The tension in the room exploded as Logan popped his claws. The metallic snicked, echoing like a gunshot. Lobo responded by swinging his heavy chain, the bar clearing out in seconds as the patrons scrambled to avoid the impending carnage. The smugglers saw their opportunity and bolted for the exit, but neither Lobo nor Wolverine paid them any attention now. This was no longer about missions or bounties. It was about pride, survival, and proving who was the deadliest predator in the room. As the bar door slammed shut, leaving the 2 combatants alone, Logan took a deep breath and growled, "You have no idea what you just started, bub." Lobo cracked his knuckles and laughed. "And you have no idea who you're messing with. Let's dance." The stage was set for an epic clash, one that would shake the very foundation of Omega Gulch. Only one would walk away victorious.
Are you just watching?
Subscribe, please.
The bar was eerily silent, the only sound being the crackling of a broken neon sign above the counter. Wolverine and Lobo faced each other, their contrasting forms reflecting their vastly different worlds. Logan crouched low, his claws glinting in the dim light, his eyes narrowed and focused. Lobo, towering and broad, smirked arrogantly, his chain spinning lazily in his hand. Without warning, Lobo charged, swinging his chain in a wide arc. Wolverine leapt to the side with lightning speed, the chain smashing into a table and shattering it to splinters. Logan lunged, his claws aimed for Lobo's chest, but the Czarnian sidestepped and delivered a thunderous punch to Logan's ribs, sending him crashing into the bar. "You're tougher than you look, Shorty," Lobo taunted, spinning his chain for another strike. "But I've killed tougher." Logan grunted, rolling to his feet and wiping a trickle of blood from his lip. His healing factor was already kicking in, but he knew Lobo wasn't just muscle. He was fast, unpredictable, and annoyingly durable. "Yeah? Well, I've gutted." "Bigger," Logan growled. Lobo laughed and lashed out with his chain again, but this time Logan was ready. He ducked under the swing and slashed upward, his claws raking across Lobo's arm. The Czarnian howled, more in surprise than pain, as black blood oozed from the deep gashes. "Now we're talking!" Lobo roared, his grin widening. He dropped the chain and pulled out his signature hook, lunging at Logan with reckless abandon. The two clashed in a blur of feral aggression, claws and steel colliding in sparks and fury. Wolverine's agility and precision allowed him to land hit after hit, his claws slicing through Lobo's flesh with surgical efficiency, but Lobo's sheer durability and unrelenting strength kept him in the fight. He took every blow and retaliated with devastating punches and hook strikes that left Logan reeling. At one point, Lobo grabbed Logan by the throat and slammed him into the wall, cracking the plaster. "Give it up, runt!" Lobo bellowed. "You can't kill me. I'm the main man!" Logan snarled and drove his claws into Lobo's side, forcing the Czarnian to release him. Logan landed on his feet and immediately went on the offensive, slashing at Lobo's legs to bring the giant down. Lobo stumbled but recovered quickly, delivering a knee to Logan's gut that sent him flying across the room. The fight raged on, both combatants refusing to give an inch. The bar was reduced to rubble, tables and chairs splintered, walls caved in, and the floor slick with blood, both red and black. Finally, Logan saw his opening. Lobo, overconfident and cocky, left his chest exposed as he swung his hook wildly. Logan ducked under the swing and lunged forward, plunging all 6 claws into Lobo's chest with a guttural roar. Lobo staggered, his grin faltering for the first time. "You little runt," he gasped, blood bubbling from his mouth. Logan twisted his claws, his muscles straining as he forced the Czarnian to his knees. "You talk too much," Logan growled, pulling his claws free with a wet schlunk. Lobo collapsed onto the floor, his body twitching as his black blood pooled beneath him. Logan stood over him, panting heavily, his own body battered and bruised, but still standing. "Not bad," Lobo rasped, his voice weak but defiant. "But I ain't staying down for long." Logan's claws retracted with a snick, and he turned toward the exit. "Stay down," he muttered, "or next time I'll make sure you don't get up." As Logan disappeared into the shadows, the bar fell silent once more. Lobo lay motionless, his regenerative abilities already kicking in, but the fight was over. Wolverine had proven himself the better fighter, his skill, ferocity, and indomitable will securing his victory in the Clash of Beasts.